Welcome everybody. We are going to get into the best classes, the best loadouts for the class, the best builds for yourself in the finals. And I'm gonna make it very quick so you can see, but I can explain it as well. Take a picture of this. This is pretty much what I believe right now is the best for you in the game. There's two different play styles in here, but I'll explain it in just a minute. This is very important to play this way for the most part. There's other things you can do and ways to have some fun with it. We'll get into that in a minute, but I want to talk about it right now for the heavy class and get into this specific class. You can see I have the mesh shield. This right here allows you to pop a shield, and not only can you pop a shield, but you can swing if someone gets close and keep your team behind you, shooting them at the same time. So I kind of really like that. It's something very useful in the game where you can keep your shield up for your teammates and survive that way. On top of that shield, this is an all shield based game. When somebody is capping an area, maybe you're controlling a position, and by the way, this gets a little glitch. Here you go, you got that right there. Let that explode. But basically in this dome, I can shoot out, but they can't shoot in. Very critical in moments for defense and offense. This is super necessary for your play style. All right, that being said, another thing for objectives is putting the C4. Let's say you have your objective, you throw the C4 on it, and you're able to create more damage. And you can throw it on here as well. Do something very cool with that, which is basically get extra damage right there. That killed myself. To the point you can kill yourself. Okay. The reason I showed it like that is because it can kill a heavy. That's how strong it is. And these are like super grenades. Instead of just throwing this by itself, you put C4 on it and you throw it, and you're going to see some really good results that dominate in the game. All right. Then on top of that, you got the rocket launcher. You can throw it almost close to your feet. You can't shoot down here, but right here, for example, I shoot that, I get a little damage, and I just finish them off. And now I'm using the one and the only SA 1216. Okay, this bad boy right here, what's important to understand is that this gun right here can destroy everybody. And you got 4 shots rapid fire. If you shoot them fast enough, you'll win pretty much every gunfight for the most part. And solid stuff. If you get a headshot in that, it's also cool. But go for the body. It's the safest way to go. This is the #1 play style. I'll pull out my shield, you know, push a team with my teammates behind me or by myself, and then just pull out the gun and finish them off. Okay, very simple. It's not complicated play style. You have, again, the tankiness where you can throw your secondary shield and survive or push a team as well. All right, now we're gonna get into why I picked the secondary play style and to explain it a little bit so you can understand what's the main reasoning for this. And you can switch it up how you feel. Personally, I love having a rocket launch. You can take away this right here, and I like to do things like have a mine. And I've done things, for example, where I put the mine at the door. I put this barricade right here, and I put the mine right next to it. So when someone comes in, they don't expect the explosion, but they will end up getting damage once they come over. And they think it's clear. At the same time, I'll be in here fighting, doing what I have to do, maybe have my rocket launcher out. I don't need this. If I want to be very campy and turn my heavy into, you know, supporting in the base, I'll take out that and throw something totally different, like the C4 or the rocket launcher. I like the C4 overall, in my opinion, but the rocket launcher is so clutch to be able to break a roof or ceiling or whatever, you know, the floor. You can do all types of different play styles. That being said, I like having the sledgehammer. It's a silly way to play, but in the camping inside, holding the objectives play style of this game, you're going to be able to control the area. And then if somebody does get close to take you out, that's where the sledgehammer becomes king in that scenario. All right, I don't believe this is the best weapon. This is the 3rd best weapon, but for this playstyle, it works extremely well. And now I want to kind of just touch on another weapon, the real weapon to use, which outside of the shotgun, which is the best in the game, the Lewis gun. it's just special. This is longer range, and you can be a devastating DPS tank type of player instead of having a little more of a support role. You can pull this bad boy out and do some damage out there. So just look into it, see what works for you. If you're into the shotgun playstyle, go for that. It is the best. You're gonna get the most results done for that. But those are some of the playstyles. I also like the flamethrower. If you don't want to use the sledgehammer, this was the same role of when you're camping and holding the place down with traps and mines. You use this flamethrower and you can be able to control the objectives. There's a lot of indoor areas. There's outdoor areas as well. This doesn't have a lot of range, but it's still useful. And this is the #1 way to play when you're rocking a heavy, in my opinion, in this game. And we do have the medium and the light breakdowns, and we get into it thoroughly there. So check those out. I hope that was useful for the heavy class. Enjoy.